yeah, just doing that, I learned more than I did, in anything that I learned from, courses.
Yeah. So it's a bummer, but uh it'll be good in the end, I think. I think because the one good thing about it is that they do have so many programs like on their computers. It's almost worth it just because of their lab, because I can go in and for like 3 hours and just play around on, Pro Tools with sound or
Yeah.
Final Cut or like whatever, and that's how I teach myself,
Yeah, it's worth it
how
just
to
for
use all this stuff. But
it's
that's
worth it
like one of the few benefits of actually going.
just the access, yeah.
Yeah. And
Mm.
they do have, a cage full of cameras and equipment and stuff that you
Oh
also
man,
get to play with. But the
that's
actual
nice.
classes, unfortunately, are awful.
That would be really cool. I'd love to just. Do they let you come in on weekends and just take all this
No.
shit? Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, it's such a bummer.
Because imagine that you could just take all the cameras and stuff and just go out and shoot your own stuff on the
Yeah.
weekend, and then bring it all back and sign it back in.
Yeah.
That's what. See, that's what they should do. That's not on.
I
They
know. I mean, it's really it's really poorly run, pretty much,
yeah,
unfortunately, for how expensive it is, especially.
yeah. It's like
But,
yeah, it's weird. It's weird the whole thing. The study, because I never know whether, because I thought about going back to study and doing what you're doing, which I might still do, but it's pretty expensive. I don't know how it is there, but it's pretty expensive here, and I don't want to
mm,
end up with student debt like everybody,
yeah.
every other fucker. And so I've tried to avoid debt, and I'm just staying out of debt is
Yeah.
pretty high high
I
on the
hear you on
list.
that one.
Yeah, but it's a good thing to, I guess, to some people tell me
I mean,
it was worth it.
it's a good thing
Some,
to have a degree.
yeah,
But
uh,
I know tons of people who have degrees and can't get a job, and that's just America right now.
yeah. I don't think
I
it's
don't
just
know.
America because like I know people I know one of the top editors at Channel 7, and a good friend of mine. I grew up with him. That's sort of how I got into editing and stuff because he used to have his studio set up downstairs, and I just yell down the stairs, "Hey, I've got a problem with this," and he'd just come up and show me what to do on Final Cut. and
Hmm.
and that's sort of how I learned how to do anything at all. And knowing him, I've realized that like I had a chat with him, and he didn't even finish high school, and he's like the top editor. He
Yeah.
edited the Beijing Olympics and stuff, and like he's done all kinds of stuff. And he started out sweeping the floors and just talking to people, and
I mean,
uh,
that's how it starts for a lot of people. That's the thing about the that industry is that like, what's the famous story about Harrison Ford was a carpenter?
yeah,
He was
yeah,
literally building George Lucas's like deck
yeah,
at his
exactly,
mansion, and he was like, "Hey, buddy, do you want to be fucking Indiana Jones?" And he's like, "Yeah."
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that happened,
I mean, most of it's luck,
you
and if you
know?
think about it, most of life
It's
is
just
luck,
luck. It's
really.
like,
Yeah,
what?
most.
I didn't hear you. What?
I just said most of life is luck, really.
Yeah,
At the end of the
exactly.
day, like, because you just opportunities just sort of come up, and you just
Yeah.
if you're there, you're there, and
Yeah.
if you're not, you could get all the degrees in the world, and just
And it wouldn't matter.
yeah, in an industry like that where it's very creative,
Yeah, it's
and
just about getting in the door and
but the annoying thing is you could be really good, and you could be the best writer in the world, or the best the best actor in the world, and you might not get work.
yeah.
So
It's
the
terrifying.
opposite is true as well. I mean, it's not about
Yeah.
being good, and it's not about knowing a lot. Like the look at the idiots that end up on TV, and
Yeah. It's not, yeah. That's the funny thing is that it's easy to be successful and it's also really, really hard.
yeah, I mean, it
It's
can
like it
be if
really
it
just
happens,
either
it'll just
happens for
roll.
you
Yeah,
or it doesn't.
yeah. It's scary though, because people always want this backup plan, and like if they want to be, they've got something else that they're falling back on. But the problem with that is you're not committing everything if you do that. So
Yeah.
it's kind of anyone, like if you listen to some of the greats, and they'll get asked, did you have a backup plan? They go, fuck no. I was, I was either gonna be an actor or just end up
Or,
on the
yeah.
street somewhere.
Yeah.
They kind of threw their whole being at it, and then luck and whatever else played a part and it went from there. But it just seems like people that really made it somewhere didn't do it half-assed.
Mm-mm.
You know, they threw themselves into it.
Which sucks for me because I'm super lazy.
I'm sure there's
Which is why I like to write, because, like, I don't have to leave my house.
Yeah.
I don't have to talk to anyone.
See, writing suits me for that reason too, because it's just I can do it in the middle of the night. If you know,
you can do it wherever you are now. There's no, like, if you have a cell phone, you can fucking write.
I do most of my writing on the notes section of my iPhone. Anything, you know, if I get an idea or something, I'll just be writing, just typing into that. I don't even use a pen anymore. I haven't used a pen in 4 years. Seriously, I've never touched one. I don't even have a pen in my house.
Pens, actually. I'm clinging.
I do want a pen. Like now and again, where's a fucking pen? I don't have one. And all I need to do is go out and buy like a bunch of Bics. Is that product placement?
I love Bics. Oh my god.
Don't say that. It's even worse now.
I love pens. I'm like such a nerd.
Yeah.
I love, because I don't know, I write in cursive too.
Yeah.
And nobody I know writes in cursive because they're like, why would you? They don't even teach cursive in schools here anymore.
See, because I got taught. I grew up in a couple of years I spent in Holland, and they're very strict over there, and they taught us this nice cursive way of writing. So I'm probably the only guy that has a neat handwriting.
That's true. Yeah, every guy I know is just chicken scratch. Well, my mom writes in cursive because the nuns taught her to write in cursive. And then I think I sort of inherited it from her. Like, I loved her signature because it was so pretty.
So was she
And so in school, when I was, like, learning cursive, I was like, oh my god, it's so beautiful, and I just never stopped writing in it.
Is your background, was she, like, from a Catholic school, or what happened there?
Yes, she went to Catholic school for 3 years, I think, until she was 9 to, like, 13 or something, 9 to 12. Her mom was a fanatical Catholic.
Oh, well, I've never actually met a nun. Have you?
No, I do not want to meet a nun.
You definitely
the
don't
stories she told me about nuns, I have no interest in.
They sound like matrons, you know? They sound like really crazy.
Well, I think they're probably less hardcore than they used to be.
Yeah.
You know, when my mom was growing up in the 60s and 70s, they were
because they can't have sex,
really
right?
hardcore.
Is that the deal? Nuns can't have sex.
I believe so. I really don't know the full rules. I think that's true, that they take a vow of celibacy.
Yeah, but they probably can't, like, masturbate either, because
yeah, I would assume that's also frowned upon.
I don't mean to talk about masturbating nuns. I don't want to be offensive, but I'm sure I always get some sort of correspondence, something I
that's
say
funny.
on here. But yeah, I'm just thinking, you know, how are they getting? That's probably why how they are, because all that pent up sexual tension.
Oh yeah,
they're not rubbing one out.
They're just angry.
Maybe they are rubbing one out, and we don't know. Maybe they're getting in the little closet, and you know, who
here
knows?
And there, sneaking one out.
Thinking about the Monsignor or whoever, you know, the head of the, you know, I don't know what they do, but I'm sure there's some way that it's got to come out. You know, if it doesn't, it'll come out in rage. And a raging nun is not what we want in the world.
Yeah. My mom was severely scarred by the nuns.
Yeah.
They were not nice.
That's my theory, that the angry nuns are being born out of this.
I'm behind that. I think they should be allowed to do whatever they want.
Yeah. It just gets all a bit dangerous.
Yeah, I know.
And on that note, we should go to a track by now. We've been yabbering on long enough. This is Danger, High Voltage, Electric 6, and we'll be back in a minute.
Nice.
Kids starting fires. When we die, we will kiss no more.
Fire in the Taco Bell. I wonder if there was an actual fire in a Taco Bell somewhere that...
Oh, I'm sure there's been plenty of fires in various Taco Bells.
Yeah. I've never... We don't have Taco Bell in Australia, obviously, but I've heard of it. I'm guessing
it's disgusting.
Tacos
but
there.
It's disgusting in a pretty great way.
Yeah?
To be honest. Yeah. At least it used to be. To be honest, I haven't eaten it in a really long time. But, yeah, it's definitely for high people and drunk people.
So it's
who need food immediately, like, yeah.
You've got the munchies and you just get down to Taco Bell and...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's quick food.
It's bad. I haven't eaten there in a long time, though, because I promised myself I'd stop eating fast food.
Yeah.
And it hasn't really been that hard for me. I'm like a rabbit anyway. I eat, like, carrots and celery all day.
I love celery. I don't know
my
why.
God.
It's
I love
amazing.
celery, too.
It's really nice, isn't it? It's just something about it. It's just I can eat a lot of it. I don't like the really stringy celery. I start to choke on it.
That's no good.
But if you chop it up into pieces, you don't really have that problem.
Yeah.
If you're eating a celery whole, which is what I like to do, I can't be bothered. I'm a very lazy man. I can't be bothered chopping things up and preparing things. So I just
of course.
I wash a whole celery, just rip the top bit off. And just start munching it down in front of the television. It's a horrible image.
That's definitely what I do. I don't have time to be chopping things up. Yeah. Come on now. There's TV to watch.
Exactly. What are you watching on TV lately?
I'm watching everything. I love Scandal.
Scandal. See, I've never seen there's all these shows have come out. Scandal, Revenge. Like they're all kind of